Well, it is our pleasure to welcome to the program today someone who's got no business being here.
This is a big deal.
Stand-up comedian, host of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He's performing this Saturday night at the show at Agua Caliente Casino. Jay Leno, good morning. How are you?
Hello, young people.
It's a pleasure to have you here on the show, man. We appreciate you dropping by.
Well, thanks. Actually, I didn't drop by. Well, I'm there live in the studio. That's right. There's no cameras, so those fools at home would have no idea. I'm glad they're not hearing this, and my career would be ruined.
Yes, we actually have really crappy microphones for our guests. It sounds like they're on the phone.
Yeah, we just have them talk through the telephone.
Exactly.
So, okay, there's three things I think that come to mind, at least for me, when I think of Jay Leno. Obviously, host of The Tonight Show, a stellar career, the car collection, and the denim. And I wanted to ask you, Jay, because I don't know if I've heard you speak of this. Do you own anything other than denim in the closet?
All my clothes belong to The Tonight Show. Once a year, I send somebody down to Banana Republic. I go, look, get me 25 of these shirts, get me 15 pairs of jeans, and we'll call it even. It's like a guy dream. I have not been in a mall since they started covering them.
Really? Now, of course, jaywalking, a huge segment for you, and I know everybody enjoys watching the dumb people of America. Please tell me that when you go out and shoot those segments, there's actually some people in America that actually know the answers.
We talk to no more than maybe 16 people.
Yeah.
And you usually wind up using 9. My favorite is people go, I love that segment. Those people are so stupid. And I go, I know, it's unbelievable. Who was the first president? Abraham Lincoln. They just...
Immediately they get it wrong.
Actually, my favorite one was when we went out and we asked people, how was Mount Rushmore formed? What do you think the most common answer was?
Oh, boy. Most common answer? I don't even want to wager a guess.
Erosion.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Like 50 million years of wind and rain. Not only picked 4 presidents, it picked 4 of our greatest presidents. I mean, the fact that Henry Harrison or Polk weren't in there, or Buchanan, it's amazing.
How do you not lose it when you're out there interviewing these people out on the street?
Well, it's interesting. We always try to talk to people between the ages of 21 and 38. Mm-hmm. Something hormonally happens there where you just forget everything you learned. Because one day we went out and we just said, let's talk to 8th graders. And they knew everything. They knew everything. Well, you talk to people over 50 and they know everything. I don't know whether there's some, like I say, some hormonal, and you're so busy trying to have sex all the time that your brain gets scrambled. I don't know what it is.
Well, and at the age of 21, people start drinking too, so I'm sure that doesn't help the situation at all.
No, we don't usually get drunk people, and you don't look for. We try to find people that are sort of college educated. When you see both pupils in the same eye, you want to avoid that guy.
Jay Leno joined us on the line. It's going to be a Saturday night out at the Agua Caliente Casino. Now, okay, you do the Tonight Show 5 days a week, and I know that you work like a madman. You go around on weekends and even some nights during the week and perform. And obviously, I know your financial situation's okay. Do you do it just for the love of doing it? I mean, you're like the hardest working guy out there.
If you're a runner, you can't just run marathons. You have to run 4 or 5 times a week to stay in shape. And if you're trying to walk around with a couple hours worth of material in your head all the time. I think musicians can go into a studio and practice for a year and then come out with an album. But with comedy, you can't do that. You have to try it out on people, because a lot of times something that's funny in the middle of the night. I remember one time in the middle of the night I wrote down this joke. I'd been on the phone with the writers at like 1 in the morning, and it seemed hilarious. It was one of these jokes where it seemed hilarious. And the joke was, there's a new 1-hour breast implant place that just opened in Beverly Hills called Jiffy Boob. Well, for some reason, when you're a bunch of guys on the phone at 1, this seems hilarious. Mm-hmm. I tell it to my wife at 9 o'clock in the morning, you get that stare. Okay, maybe it doesn't work. So that's one. But if you memorize a series of those and then go out and try them and they die, it's awful. So you have to work a lot. I mean, when you go out during the week, you'll do maybe 45 minutes or an hour of material and then you slip in 2 or 3 minutes of new material. And if you can get 1 minute a week or 2 minutes a week of new material that works in a nightclub, well, then at the end of the month, you've got another 5 or 6 minutes. And at the end of 6 months, then at the end of the year, you've got another act. And that's kind of how you do it. I mean, jokes that work on TV don't necessarily work in a nightclub. Jokes you do on the Tonight Show are somewhat disposable because they're about the Laker game last night or whatever,
Jay Leno joined us on the line. Going to be out at the show at Agua Caliente Casino. Of course, you catch him on the Tonight Show weeknights at 11:35 as well. Now, we talked to a lot of guests. I know you talked to a lot of guests on the Tonight Show. And I know the more and more I do this, I don't get nervous often. But, you get someone big like the host of the Tonight Show dropping by. You get a little nervous. Yeah. I'm wondering, for you, do you ever have anybody come by that you're interviewing that you get nervous? I mean, you had President Obama on.
Yeah. The weird one is when you have people on you don't like, because it's not a bully pulpit, and there are people who, for whatever reason, they're on TV not because they're popular, because they did something bad or whatever, and it's kind of creepy. No, I couldn't say that makes me. The only time you get nervous is when you're in a situation where you don't know the environment. I remember the first time I did the White House Correspondents' Dinner, I was a kid, and then Reagan was president. And I get to the White House, and I'm in this holding room where everybody has cocktails, and the president comes in, And I see this general guy, and he walks over to me and goes, "Hey, are you the comedian?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "This is the president of the United States, and whatever you do, you don't do jokes about the president of the United States." I go, "Yes, sir. Okay, thank you." And then I see another guy go, "Oh, are you a comedian?" "Yeah." "Oh, I'm so-and-so, President Reagan's advisor." "Listen, nail him. He loves a good joke." So now I'm like,
What do you do?
I mean, I don't know what to do. I got the United States military saying they're going to kill me if I tell a joke. And this guy's going, just have a good time. Ronnie loves a good gag. So
what'd you do?
Actually, the opening joke that I did that night was, the joke was that, and this kind of broke the ice. This is a joke that let me know it was okay. So I want to congratulate First Lady Nancy Reagan for winning the Humanitarian of the Year award. I'm glad she beat out that conniving little bitch, Mother Teresa. Well, it got a huge laugh, and Reagan laughed, and I went, "Oh, I'm okay."
Of course, you've been audited every year since then.
Right.
But,
right, exactly.
Jay Leno joined us on the line Saturday night out at the Agua Caliente Casino. If I can go back a moment, you said you don't like to interview people you don't like. Who does Jay Leno hate?
Yeah.
No.
Who do I hate? Well, it's not anybody I hate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's just that there are people that are just. You know who I really disliked?
Who's that?
This kid, Floyd Landis.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had won the Tour de France, and everybody accused him of doping. And I called him on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And, he told me, I guess he's a Mennonite kid and religious family, and, gave me his word of honor. No, I never did any of this. I said, let's bring him on the show. Maybe this kid's getting a raw deal, because I know the French and the Europeans, they went after Lance Armstrong, and he was clean. And I thought, well, maybe they're just doing this because he's an American kid, and he seems to have a good family. He came on the show and just lied to my face and to all of America, and I said, okay, well, good luck, and I hope you win. And of course, now he turns out admitting it,
Mm-hmm.
And you go, what's that all about? Well, I don't know, hate is a strong word, but dislike is probably what I would say.
Who's your best guest? Do you have a favorite guest on the show?
Well, I mean, your favorites tend to be comics because they're self-starters. Seinfeld's a great guest. Tom Hanks is a great guest. These are people who are not only popular and get you good ratings, but you don't have to work as hard because they can carry the whole interview. So those are the ones you tend to like. And I like politics, so I enjoy having presidential candidates. As someone who flunked social studies, to have potential presidents coming through waiting to talk to you is hysterical to me.
A great guest can get you good ratings, which, by the way, I want to point out we've got Jay Leno joining us on the line this morning. We've got about 2 minutes left with you, and I want to point out you're out at Agua Caliente Casino this Saturday night.
Yeah, that's a nice room. I played there before. It really is a nice room.
You were out last year, sold out, brought down the whole house. Everybody I didn't go, and I kicked myself for this because everybody said you were absolutely amazing out there, Jay.
Well, thanks. That's very kind.
Now, I do want to, when you did the Super Bowl commercial, is it true that you wore a disguise in to do that whole Letterman open thing?
That was a lot of fun. We snuck in, and and the funny thing was, after the taping here, I kind of secretly flew to New York, and when I landed in New York, I had a disguise on. We went and we did Letterman. It took 20 minutes to film the commercial. I got on a plane and I came back. The next morning I come in here, and one of the NBC officials go, I think we got a problem. I said, what's that? Well, apparently we got word through our sources Letterman did a secret taping last night. And it was top secret. And I said, well, who was the guest? We think it was President Obama. I go, President Obama? You did a Super Bowl commercial with Leno? They go, yeah. I go, oh, my God, that's unbelievable. I said, we are so screwed. You know, so, and like every day up until it aired, I would call this executive and go, have you heard anything more?
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know, and they go, no. All we know is we think it's President Obama. We know a black SUV pulled up in front. You know, I said, oh, man, oh, gosh. I said, well, that's going to kill us in the ratings because, oh, God. Yeah, so when it aired, I get this call, you know. Long silence.
That's so fantastic. And you're enjoying yourself at 11:35 again. Are you back home? You're enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I like it. Having a good time. We got a new band leader, Ricky Miner, and he's terrific. So things are going good.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Well, you know what? The show is on Saturday. I know we got a pair of tickets to give away here in a second, but it's been a real pleasure talking to you this morning.
Thanks, guys.
Jay Leno, thanks so much, man.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.